In the small, wind-beaten village of Black Hollow, whispers carried more weight than truth. When livestock grew sick and children fell into fevered dreams, suspicion turned its eyes upon Mercy Hale, gentle woman who lived at the edge of the forest, where wild herbs grew and silence clung to the air. She had never raised her voice against a soul. She had never cursed, nor prayed louder than a whisper. But her knowledge of roots, poultices, and the rhythms of the earth made her suspect in a world that feared what it could not command. One moonless night, a child of the village failed to wake from sleep. Her grieving mother shrieked Mercy's name through the square, spitting accusations that the healer had traded the child's soul for power. The mob gathered before dawn, torches in their hands, shadows dancing like devils on the thatched walls. Mercy was dragged from her home, her hands bound, her cries drowned beneath the thunder of angry voices. Witch, they called her, Devil's Bride. She tried to speak of her innocence, to plead that she had only ever healed, but no one listened. Cruel in the eyes of the crowd, her silence was guilt, her gentleness a mask. The trial was a cruel theater, a priest intoning prayers, villagers swearing false testimony, the magistrate nodding as though justice had been served before the first word was spoken. The verdict was carved into the air with a single sentence, burnt at the stake. On the final morning, they tied her to a rough post in the village square. The air stank of pitch and smoke before the fire was even lit. Mercy's hair clung damp to her cheeks, her eyes fixed on the horizon as if searching for a kindness she had never known. When the torch touched the kindling, the flames roared like a beast awakened, hungry for flesh. Her screams tore through the night, rising above the crackle of burning. Children watched wide-eyed, their mothers clutching them tighter, whispering warnings. This is the fate of witches. Her voice cracked, faltered, then fell silent. Yet the fire raged on, climbing the stake until her body was no more than bone and ash. But silence did not remain. When the wind shifted, carrying the smoke through the village, the air turned heavy, bitter, unnatural. Livestock wailed. Doors creaked, though no hand touched them. That night, the villagers dreamed of Mercy's charred face eyes hollow, lips twisted in grief and fury. And when dawn broke, the child thought lost forever walked into the square, alive and unscathed, whispering a single name again and again. Mercy, Mercy. From that day on, Black Hollow knew no peace. Fires sparked in empty hearths, shadows moved against the sun, and every whisper of wind carried the sound of weeping. They had burned their healer, their innocent hand. In doing so, they had made a witch of her after all. Like and follow for more of the same, and leave a comment with any suggestions you have for future videos.